BIR just came out with a circular stating that content creators need to pay taxes. Hi everyone, this is Charm again from Ready2Adult Philippines, a channel about personal finance, entrepreneurship, and adulting how-tos. Almost 2 years ago, I decided to post my first ever YouTube video, and just last year, August 13, 2020, I earned my very first ad revenue here on YouTube, a total of $0.002. I don't even know what to call that because that's lower than 2 cents. But yeah, I was very ecstatic about that. Now, 1 year later, I'll share to you how much exactly I've earned from YouTube AdSense, and as well as let's take a deep dive into the analytics of a Filipino YouTuber with over 100,000 subscribers. Now, again, this is in no way to brag, but I know that a lot of you are curious, and I don't really see a lot of Filipino YouTubers making content like this. I personally love watching content like this from people in the UK and the US, so we're a personal finance channel, so might as well be very transparent about it. Now, I won't discuss anymore how YouTube monetization works. Chances are if you clicked on this video, you would have already known. But if not, I already made a video on how YouTube monetization works, how you can earn as a content creator, my very first YouTube paycheck, and how I plan, film, and edit my videos. I already have videos on those, so I'll just link them up in the cards. So with all of that said, let's start the video. So since we're going on a deep dive into all of my analytics and my revenue and everything, I'm gonna switch over to my YouTube Creator Studio. So I'm going to be sharing to you all the numbers. I started my YouTube channel September of 2019, but since we're talking about monetization, I got monetized in August. So let's just change the date to August 13, 2020 to August 12, 2021. Okay, and let's apply that. So in the past year, I've gotten $7,321.58. So in pesos, I'm gonna multiply that to 47 because that's how much average I've been getting the past few months. That's 344,114.26 pesos. To put things in perspective, I have to remind you that this is before taxes and before all of my expenses operating this YouTube channel. So we have here 2.6 million views, 243,000 watch hours, and over 100,000 subscribers. So as you can see here, almost all of my subscribers, I've gotten them in the last year. So my first year of YouTube, I only probably got around 3,000 to 4,000 subscribers in total. All of you 100,000 plus subscribers, you came in just the past year. So that was definitely a big impact on why I've gotten this much revenue. Now, if we see here, my best day is on August 1. That's the day when I turned 100,000 subscribers, and that's also an upload day. I upload Sundays at 6 p.m. so it just really boosted the algorithm for me. I got a total of $76.48 that day, but my average is only really around $10 to $20 a day. These are just some spikes in December and January. AdSense tend to be higher, and also recently my channel has been performing better, so that's also been higher at around 20, 30. As you can see here, it's really drastic. The point of saying you're earning $10 a day to around $50 a day, that's a big gap. So I can't really tell yet what my average is because it's been a crazy year. Now, if you divide this amount to 12 months, which is how many months I've been earning this, that comes out to around 28,676 pesos and 18 centavos. So in dollars, that's around $610 every month. Now, again, that's still gross income, right? But what if we divide it to how many videos I've made so far? I've made 74 videos so far. I've made 4,650 pesos per video. So less than 5,000 or less than $100 per video. So if this was a full-time job, we have to consider that it took me 11 months and 25 videos to get monetized. So 11 plus 12 months, that's a total of 23 months. I started 23 months ago. So I earn roughly around $300 or around 15,000 pesos a month. So that's definitely a full-time salary for Filipinos. So I would say not bad, really, right? If you think about it this way. But again, it being gross, don't worry, we'll talk about all the expenses of running a YouTube channel later on. And let's talk about the analytics. So you earn from YouTube through CPM or RPMs, right? So the CPM is what YouTube charges the advertiser, but what we get as content creators is only really the RPM. Here's where Filipino YouTubers come at a disadvantage from creators abroad. We have an extremely low RPM. As a personal finance channel, I only have an average of $2.86 for my RPM, which is not bad. I know that there are some that are $1 or less than $1, but that's pretty low as compared to the global average, I would say. So if you can see here, month to month, the estimated revenue is really pretty up and down. It's a roller coaster ride. The first month of getting monetized, since that wasn't really a full month, I only got $22. The second month, $67. The third month, $148, $400, $800, $1,000. So I was like, oh, it keeps on going up every month. But no, that was just the burr months. That's why it was performing so well. So it really usually dips down around February, March, April, because advertisers don't have as much budget. February was $600, March was $400, another $400, $500, $800. Now it's just starting to go back up again, but it's really not that constant. And I really can't say that it's a good source of income to rely on, especially if it's your only source of income. So if you can see here, like taking out the months where I was really still growing, maybe in November I hit 10K subscribers. So it really doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. It really varies on how many people are watching your videos. So it varies between $400 to $1,100 what I'm earning month to month, which if we convert it to peso, that's around 20,000 to 55,000 pesos a month, which is really not bad, diba? So when we're talking about views generating ads, let's check out what are my top earning videos. So if you can see here, my top earning video really is my How the Stock Market Works. That has over 200,000 views. It's my most viewed video in my channel. A lot of people from outside the Philippines are also watching that video because it's in English and the context is really very neutral. My second highest performing video is my high interest savings account where I talk about digital banks. I've been wanting to do a follow-up video on that. So let me know down below because we have more digital banks in the Philippines now. Next is my very first video, which I'm really shocked that it did this well. I tripled my savings, 5 tips on how to get good with money. That video was also really short. It was only like 6 minutes long. And then best online side hustles, best budgeting apps. My real estate 101 video did pretty well. It's a pretty recent video. If you see here, the stock market video really lifted a lot of the revenue. So $1,300 and then the next one is $400, $300 and so on, right? So if you look at my top 10 performing videos, they're all above like $100. But if you check here, I also have videos that did less than $100. Ever since I uploaded them, I did not make like $100 on them. So a lot of my videos are on the below $100 range. So yeah, it really just depends on your topic. It depends on how the audience reacts to your content, to your video. Okay, so if we check here, with views over 100,000, I actually have only 6 videos that got to 100,000 views. And those are these 6 videos over here. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that the more views it has, the more revenue you'll get. So as you saw earlier, yes, my How the Stock Market Works video is the one that's performing the best. But my second video is the high interest savings account in terms of earning, but in terms of views, the second one would be the I tripled my savings. And the high interest savings account is not even until number 4 with over 140,000 views. It's not an exact science wherein the more views you have, the more you'll earn from that video in your own channel, because it really depends on the RPM that you're getting from those videos as well. Okay, so now let's talk about my expenses being on YouTube for almost 2 years now. Again, I don't have so much fancy equipments and gears and tech, although I plan to hopefully invest in those soon. But with my gear, I have over 38,000 pesos worth of gear. That includes my camera at 20,000 pesos, my lights, which I have a ring light, and I also have like an RGB light behind me, and my audio, which this is like the expensive part of my audio, and I also have a lapel mic and like a boom mic. So those are around 9,000 pesos. And then just others like my tripod and the remote and the lapels that I bought when I was still using my phone as my camera. Now for subscriptions, the past 2 years, I've spent around 8,000 pesos. Those include Canva, my iCloud, and LumaFusion, which is what I'm using as my editing app. For others, it's quite a lot, but I have spent around 68,000 pesos. That includes my branding, this logo that you see here that was made by Dual Story. And also, I started hiring help in May. So I also have some ad spend wherein I experimented with boosting ads on Facebook, and also with giveaways where I spent over 8,000 pesos, and also with the website Ready2AdultPh.com. You can check my website out. But yeah, I spent around 10,000 pesos on the domain, on the web hosting, and making the website and everything. So that was a bit of a big expense. And also, if you consider my entire desk setup, which is around 100,000 pesos, which, as I mentioned in my previous video, I actually didn't spend out of money for. But if you consider that and you didn't have access to those perks, to those credit cards, or to those coupons and discounts and everything, then that would be around 100,000 pesos. And also for taxes, which I already paid for quarter 1 and quarter 2, good thing there was a create law wherein the 3% percentage tax now became 1%. So I spent 3,441.14 pesos on that. So now, speaking of taxes, I know that BIR just came out with a circular stating that content creators need to pay taxes. This is actually not a new law. Content creators ever since really needed to pay taxes because we are citizens in the Philippines earning in the Philippines. So even if Google is registered in the States, I still file my taxes here in the Philippines. So my Google ads has been all declared. So I only started earning from YouTube this 2021. So for 2020, my income wasn't that great. But in 2021, I definitely had more taxes to pay. Again, I already mentioned all of these in my taxes video. I have 2 videos on those. I'll also link them up. But basically, when you want to register as a content creator, you have several options. You can register as a sole proprietorship, wherein you need to deal with DTI, BIR, and with business permits. And also, you can just go directly to the BIR and register as a non-licensed professional. This is the easiest I've found for content creators, and best if you're earning below 3 million pesos. And you can also make a corporation, either a one-person corporation or not. But if you want to level up your business, hire people, then this I found would be the best way to go, especially if you're already earning more than 3 million pesos a year. Now, I know all of these taxes and everything can be really overwhelming. So if you want some help, you can reach out to Taxumo, or you can check out their services at taxumo.com. I have a 10% code Ready2Adult Ph. This is not sponsored, but I personally love Taxumo and the people there are very helpful. I've also previously done a partnership with them in my taxes video. So again, check those out for freelancers, content creators, small business owners. Okay, now all of my expenses come out to around 217,000 pesos. Again, if you include the desk setup. So if you subtract that from the 344,000 that I earned, I only really earned around 127,000 pesos or around 5,500 pesos a month for the past 2 years. So again, it's not bad, but definitely if you're a content creator, especially on YouTube, I would really suggest to look for other sources of income as well, because AdSense is not really that reliable unless you garner millions of views per video, which I don't. So other sources of income might include brand deals or sponsorships. That's why I really appreciate you guys being supportive towards the brands that I collaborate with. I don't work with brands that I wouldn't personally use or I can't vouch for, so you don't know how many brands I have to say no to almost every day, but I'm grateful for all the brands that worked with me and allow me the creative freedom to make the videos that I make. So also you can earn from affiliate marketing. I don't earn as much from this like from Lazada or Shopee because we're not really a shopping channel. Maybe when it comes to like some tech or some equipments of mine that you guys ask for links, then I earn a little bit here and there for that. But yeah, I also have affiliate marketing from e-wallets, from Shopback, from GoTrade and all of that. So it's definitely great as well. That's also one way to earn from content creation. Another way that I earn is from speaking engagement. I didn't really expect to earn from speaking engagements because most of the time I really just did them for free, but they started piling up. Then I had like 1 week where I had 4 or 5 speaking engagements and I started to charge a small amount. But before that, some would also offer, some would give me gifts. So yeah, I've been earning from speaking engagements as well. And also for merch, you can have merch as a content creator. I will have some future merch. You know what's coming if you have been a long time subscriber. I'm definitely putting that out real soon, so watch out for that. And yeah, that's how much I've earned the past year here on YouTube through Google AdSense. Let me know if you're curious how much I earn as a content creator, like with all of my other sources of income, like maybe per month. And also, as promised, I'll do a roundup at the end of the year for how much YouTube paid me for 2021. If you appreciate the transparency and you want more content like this, then comment down below. Don't forget to hit the like button because it really helps out this channel a lot. Subscribe to my channel and don't forget to ring that notification bell. I know that adulting can be hard and that's why I make these videos for you guys. This has been Charm again from Ready2Adult Philippines and I will see you on the next video.